IT project management is a challenging topic for most employees in the information technology department. IT personnel are technical by nature and are usually ready to jump into a project and start working immediately. They do not see the need to plan. Trainings have been offered plenty of times to teach the employees of the department the importance of project management and how to successfully manage projects in their department. The thought of IT project management training does not excite the employees, and they usually dread having to sit through another training. The trainings are perceived as boring and a waste of time. They do not see the value added. Let's look at how the class is currently taught as teacher-centered and how it could be taught as student-centered. A student-centered class would appeal to more of the employees, and they will learn how IT project management relates to their job and how to apply it in their day-to-day functions. Think back. How many times have you attended IT project management training? Have you attended more than once? Did the training material change from one class to another, or was the information and the presentation the same? The training that was delivered was taught in a teacher-centered format, and it looks something like this. The participants arrive at the training and are immediately handed a thick training manual and a scratch pad for notes. The participants sit in a typical classroom with tables set up in rows. The trainer stands in front of the classroom and lectures on material straight from the book. Trainer is sole supplier of information, and you as a student sit there and listen and attempt to take notes. Instructor talks and presents all the phases of IT project management, from foundation to closure, via a PowerPoint presentation. No questions are asked. Usually there is no time for questions, since it is a lot of material to cover in the session. No hands-on exercise are done either. You simply listen and write notes on what you understand. How can you recall all the information? Are you left wondering, how do I apply all this back at the office? How does it pertain to me? How can the training be made better? How can we teach IT project management to reflect your real-world scenarios at the Information Technology Department? Let's look at how a student-centered training session would be taught. The trainer first solicits feedback from the IT department as to what parts of project management do they need taught. What sections of IT project management do they need reinforced in order to deliver better projects? A one-day training session would be scheduled to discuss 2 to 3 phases of IT project management that need the most attention, instead of covering all 11 phases. The trainer would then create training material tailored to the IT department's needs, covering only the phases requested. On training day, the participants arrive and they are greeted with the project scenario on the overhead. The trainer would begin the class by asking all participants what they know about the phase to be covered. For example, project scope definition. The trainer would engage all participants into an open discussion on project scope definition. This would allow everyone to give input on what they think it is. The trainer would then provide a brief explanation of what project scope is and how it relates to an IT project. The training is taught in a hands-on format where everyone works collaboratively to come up with a solution. The trainer then introduces the project scenario that is on the board and asks the class to work together in teams to come up with the project scope definition. The participants break up into their teams and as a team work on defining the project scope. The trainer stands on the sidelines, coaching when someone is correct and redirecting when needed. Trainer walks around the classroom, assisting the teams when needed. Once teams are done with the exercise, the trainer places all project scope definitions up on the screen. An instructor discusses, pointing out differences. Discussion takes place between everyone in the class. Open dialogue engages all participants in the training. After looking at the examples, the trainer then gives another project scenario and has the class break back into teams to create the project scope definition. This allows for participants to reinforce the information learned from the trainer's feedback. Teaching the class in a student-centered format allows for comprehension of the topic covered, which in this case was project scope definition. When a class is taught in this manner, it allows for everyone to learn together, even the instructor. Delivering trainings in a student-centered format allows for the IT employees to enjoy the training and learn material relevant to their work. The employees had input in the training material to be taught, and they were engaged during the training with the hands-on exercises and discussions. Through the hands-on exercises, the employees reflect on how to take the material learned and apply it to their projects. We have now seen how we can change an IT project management training from teacher-centered to student-centered to better meet the IT department's training needs.